99X, it's Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy today. Oh, happy holidays. From the Morning X, the family's all back together. It's the 20th of December. Look at that calendar. Christmas is next Wednesday.
And guess what we have for you? 99X has and is bringing back Acoustic Christmas. Christmas morning with Matt Organic Jones, 7 a.m. until noon. That's right. Turn us on. Happy holidays, maybe some classics. Just our way of saying Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Way to sell it, Fram. Maybe some classics.
Maybe.
This poor man is dedicating and sacrificing his Christmas for you. Of course he's going to have
It's always going to be great.
classics. JP, how have you been?
Awesome. Great.
You going somewhere for the holidays?
Going to visit my mom today in Palm Springs. We go there every year. It's funny, Palm Springs, I used to go there. It was like, all right, I'm going to visit my mom, right? Now I go to Palm Springs because I actually like the lifestyle. Because now I'm old enough where I can appreciate the retirement community aspect of Palm Springs, California.
I've been a lot of places. That's one I've never been to.
Really? It's actually
been.
Rancho Mirage, which is right next to Palm Springs.
JB, when you're there, what do you do during the day?
You fetch, you play pickleball, you play golf. My mom lives in this community. I'll tell you what's funny though, Barnes, is when my mom belongs to this club and she's 88. She's probably on the younger end of the demo of the people there. And you go into this club, and there's all these women there who have had so much plastic surgery. So much plastic surgery. I mean, the face is just tight as a drum, okay? Yeah. And yet, they're being wheeled around in their wheelchairs by their nurses and their PAs because they're so frail. And you're wondering, ma'am, sir, who are you kidding?
What's your goal?
What's your goal here? Nobody thinks you're 50. They can barely move. They weigh 7 pounds because they're just skin and bone, and their hands look like the crypt keeper.
That is funny.
We got to get more work done.
How's the college search going?
So he was accepted to Indiana, the business school at Indiana,
nice.
Which is good. I will tell you, Barnes, I'm just reporting he took Texas off his list.
Oh.
He said when they can beat Georgia, call me.
Well, amen.
I'm just going to say.
Call me too. The whole thing starts tonight with his possible future school playing Indiana and the CFP, and they're playing Notre Dame.
Well, he is still waiting to hear from Georgia, which won't be for another month or two. And, I mean, he is just praying for UGA. This kid wants to go to UGA badly.
Well, if they're going to make it to the final game, they're going to do it with a backup quarterback. That's going to be interesting to see.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy, has he been asking for any advice from you?
Never in his life. Never
really?
In his life. Kids are just, some kids want to learn from their parents. Most teenagers think their parents are idiots and don't know anything. I'm told that comes back when they're in their 20s. And Barnes, you went through it.
It's truth.
Right? You don't know anything.
And that's accurate. So it's not like that's going to change.
What do you mean?
That is that I don't know anything.
Oh, okay. I see.
That's just accurate.
Right.
I want to ask you, too, about something that happens this time of the year. And I just saw this recent story where 1/3 of Americans are completely over it. I would be in that, and it's the confusion around this time of the year for holiday tipping and who gets what.
Oh. Are we bringing up tipping again?
Yeah.
It's just out of control. And I get hot under the back of my shirt on my neck when some of them, when they're like, yeah, you need to pay the people who clean your house double.
Right. And we're not talking about the conversation we usually have about tipping at a restaurant. We're talking about, like you're right,
annual.
I went through this last week. I got my hair cut. Okay, so now do I have to...
Double.
You have to double what?
A full service. You're supposed to give... The tip for the holiday should be what you pay for your haircut.
I just doubled my normal tip, but that's not enough.
No. You need...
Okay.
No. That's the rule, the unspoken rule.
Where do you get your haircut?
Supercuts.
No, you don't.
For 30 years. Xena. She's been cutting my hair for 30 years.
Wow.
25 years. Yeah, love her.
You're supposed to give the whole nut.
And why are you laughing, by the way? I happen to have very nice haircuts.
You have super cutish hair.
This is a conversation that happens in my house every single month. Every
About
month.
supercuts?
Mm-hmm. In the meantime, my wife...
There's nothing wrong with supercuts, but what is your tip?
I get
the haircut's 17. So what's the tip? 4?
It is because I get the senior discount. It's true. I do. I give her a $5 tip on top of the 17.
Oh,
right.
I'm a Van Michael guy. You got to do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to get treated like the king you are. JB.
I don't need to get treated like anything other than I want a haircut in 10 minutes. That's it.
They can do that for you.
I want that. And this is, by the way, and Kira, my wife, every month schleps her kids around to some new salon because they're not happy with last month's, and then one of them comes back crying because his haircut's not good. And every month it's a new one. Micah now, he wants to go to some $50 haircut. I'm like, I give you $25 to get your haircut. The rest is on you.
$50 is not obnoxious for a haircut.
For a boy, it is.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
What if he wants to break out from Dad's supercut tradition and get let him be a man?
Then he can pay for it himself. But I give him $25 for a haircut. What, Leslie?
Those are like 1980s prices.
Right?
Do you ever splurge on anything, JB?
I just spent many thousands of dollars chasing Bruce Springsteen around the world.
So you splurge on yourself.
On yourself. Okay. That's so selfish.
Okay.
Well, I splurge on myself. And if my son wants to splurge, he can splurge on himself.
This is why he can't get a full haircut, because Dad's at Springsteen.
No. What do you, right, Mike, Mr. Right, because he really leads a very lacking life.
Okay, let's run through some of these, because that one is frustrating, though, right?
Right.
To you especially, because you need to now go back to Supercuts and give them $4 more. Live-in nannies, which I know some of the people who listen to this show. I went to a Christmas party the other night, and I didn't know the people we were invited, and it was friends of friends kind of thing. And these houses are so massive. Some of these Buckhead houses.
There's a whole wing for the nanny.
It's how the other side lives. Like, you just go in there and you're like, I feel like I'm at a country club.
I gotta be honest, I have never given any thought as to how much to tip a live-in nanny.
You're supposed to tip.
Part of my.
Yeah, what is that a? Tell us the rule of thumb on that one.
1 week's pay.
Oh, that makes sense.
1 week's pay. I mean, that could be a lot. Mm-hmm. For those of you still with kids and the babysitter thing, that's 1 evening's pay. Daycare, $25 to $70 for each staff member.
Oh.
And this is from Emily Post Institute, by the way. They're giving us a little help.
Some of these on the Emily Post.
Emily
site.
Post.
No, but I like the idea of understanding it, because I don't know that I agree with all of it. Let's see. A private nurse. I mean, some of you may be dealing with
private nurse. What?
Well, people who have older parents who are paying.
In-home care. Yeah.
And they just say a thoughtful gift is it. They don't put a number on it.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Home health employees, you got to check if the agency allows them to do it, and they're just saying a thoughtful gift. That's interesting that those two are just like, be thoughtful.
Right.
The housekeeper.
Good question.
The full nut. Like, what you pay that time, you double it.
Okay. Okay.
What?
I guess that makes sense.
A barber. Here, the one haircut, or your
barber.
Beauty salon staff. If you do the full pit, Leslie Fram, you've got the one salon visit up to the cost of. That's the price tag that you divide out amongst your pit crew. So if you go in and you do the whole thing, you got 5-6 hands on you.
Yeah, well, you got to take care of the person that washes your hair, and then the person that cuts your hair.
So,
personal trainer. What?
Wait, what do you pay for your haircut, Leslie?
$65.
No way. No woman spends only $65 on her hair. Really?
Yeah.
I thought it's like hundreds.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on where you go, but I found someone who, because I've got really thick hair, who does a really great, and I've been going back to that person. But I have, for my blowouts, I have Keisha that comes to my house.
Keisha's made an appearance on the show before, I believe.
Yeah, Keisha's been on the show.
Personal trainer, 1 session. So, like, the cost of 1 session is how much you would give them. A massage therapist, 1 session. What? That's what?
That's a lot, isn't it? Hundreds?
Hundreds.
I don't know how much a massage session is.
Barnes, do you have somebody come to the house, or do you go to them?
I go to them.
Okay.
That's too difficult.
But that's still got to be $100.
like 150.
Okay.
For 90 minutes or 170.
Is there a landscaper thing on there?
Oh, yeah.
Dog walker, 1 week's pay. Pet groomer, 1 session. Personal caregiver, 1 week to 1 month's salary. Pool cleaner, the cost of 1 cleaning. You have a pool, JB. Do you do it yourself?
No, we have a service.
Cost of 1 cleaning. Did you take care of them?
But it's a different person, I think, every week. I'm not... What?
Garage attendant, $10 to $30. Mail carrier.
Oh,
nope.
I can't.
They can't accept.
Oh, I forgot my garage attendant last month.
Doorman, that doesn't really apply to us here, but $50 to $80. Well, I guess some people have doorman with some of these high rises. Anyway,
Right.
Holiday gift guide. It's stressful. It's stressful.
It is.
Happy holidays. JB is here for the full show. We're going to get to the ticket window in a few minutes. Get your tickets for Indigo Girls and Melissa Etheridge. It's all on the way. This is 99X.